remember back in grade 9 when this silly, confident kid showed up in my class giving vegetable and fruit names to all the new math words he was learning, like the apple of spinach tree, or axis of symmetry. There was once a list of about 20 or so math vegetables. And now we see here this mature, okay, sometimes silly, confident young man representing his graduating class. Sean is a class leader in academics. He consistently strives for excellence in his classes. My experience is that he's satisfied with no less than his best effort. He's also a class leader in athletics. He's played on many sports teams, including basketball, soccer, rugby, curling. He's been a team captain or leader on all of them. Leadership is not something that Sean appears to strive for. Rather, it's an extension of his personality. He brings a passion to each of his activities, whether it's academics or sports or simply being a friend. The Bell High School staff and students, and specifically the class of 2008, are blessed to have had a student and classmate like Sean for the last 4 years. Thank you, Sean, for your contributions. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the 2008 Valedictorian, Sean Dudan.
So, we've come this far. Sometimes crying, sometimes laughing, sometimes trudging, and sometimes skipping happily down the boulevard of our lives, we've made it this far. And today is a day to recognize that success. So, congratulations. Congratulations to you, the Bell High School graduate class of 2008, for making it through. Someone very dear to me once told me that as we age, each year feels accelerated and seems to go by a little faster than the last. Though I have lived just barely over 18 years, I have come to the conclusion that my friend was right. Time flies. And I'm sure if you were to ask any of the graduates sitting here today, they would tell you the same. It seems like just last week that we walked in through the doors of Bell High School as grade 9s with no idea what to expect. And since then, it's all been a blur. Throughout high school, I've always been given heck for walking slowly in the halls. People always have places to go and things to do, and I'm always in the way, taking my sweet time. Although I appreciate that life moves fast, and trust me, I do, these last 4 years have literally raced by, I'd like to ask you all to slow down to my pace for at least the next little while. In fact, I'd like us all to come to a complete stop and turn around for a second. Not literally, but it's important for us to realize and appreciate how much help we've received along the way. I'm sure that we all agree that we would not have made it here without the love, dedication, and support of some very special people. It is through their hard work and persistence that we've been able to reach our potentials. To the teachers, administration, and parents, thank you. You have all done so much for us over the years, and it is to you that we owe our bright futures. Though these words of thanks are much less than what you deserve, they are both genuine and heartfelt. Turning back to the present, though today is most definitely a day for rejoicing, for many of us it is bittersweet. It marks the end of one significant chapter of our lives and the beginning of another. I would be lying if I said I hadn't shed any tears over this, but in doing so, I realized something that I'd like to share with you. It may provide some comfort to those of you in my position, by offering a different perspective on the situation. Ask yourself, why does it upset you? Very likely it is because you will miss your friends, your teachers, the good times, and many other things about high school life. And you will only miss it because you enjoyed it, because you loved it. So, take comfort in the fact that you're only upset over this conclusion because you had such a wonderful time. Right. Find some consolation in this, because it means that you had the best high school experience you possibly could, and no one can ask for any more than that. And although this period of our lives is over, that is not what we should focus on. Instead, we should turn our attention to the future. Sometimes, one door of opportunity has to close in order for others to open. In our case, one door has closed, and an infinite number of doors along our corridor of life have opened. Rather than spending our time dwelling on the closed door, we should look down the hallway and realize that there are endless opportunities for us to achieve anything we want. If there's only one thing you take away from this, I hope it is that you never doubt your own capacity or capability to accomplish anything. The only thing stopping you from getting what you want is your own self and the limitations that you place on yourself. I know from first-hand experience that a little bit of belief, desire, and self-confidence goes a very long way into taking you to the places that you want to go. My one piece of advice on how to decide on which doors to choose to enter and which to avoid is don't spend your life trying to chase happiness or success. They're not some final destinations where one ends up. There is no land once discovered, nor financial status once obtained, which automatically makes one content. Rather, happiness is simply a state of being. So instead of spending your time chasing happiness or success, spend it doing the things that you love, with the people you love to be with, and it will come on its own. As the author Henry David Thoreau wrote, happiness is like a butterfly. The more you chase it, the more it will elude you. But if you turn your attention to other things, it will come and sit softly on your shoulder. So I guess that's all I have to say. Once again, I'd like to congratulate you for a tremendous achievement, and I wish you all the absolute best of luck in your future. Although, knowing you, I hardly think you'll need it. Thanks to all the guys that didn't throw up your hat. You're supposed to do that now. So, would you please join me in moving our tassels from left to right and celebrating our success?
Thank you, Sean. Now I'd like to call upon our principal, Mr. Bruce Whitehead, for his address to the graduates and for our closing remarks.